billion hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm lead meteorologist Sean Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast on this Monday afternoon, sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. You can check out both of their pages in the description below if you're here on Facebook, like always. So, it looks like, wow, Justin guessed what shirt I had on today. That's crazy. So, we do have some activity going on right now. We have a couple storms that hit Raleigh early this morning and a couple other storms ongoing, actually. I think another one's about to head towards Raleigh. So we've been mapping that. And don't worry, we'll continue mapping that in just a few minutes after I finish this video. And it looks like we're going to see quite a bit of activity get going here, however, not right away. It looks like a good chunk of this week's going to be fairly quiet, and we'll be getting into the more active period once we get towards this weekend. We'll talk all about that in just a minute. Our website and our app, they're up, they're running. Yeah, there's some bugs here and there that we've been trying as hard as we can to squash. You need some help getting used to the new website, especially if you're in areas further north where you might be starting to think about hail again. Make sure you set up a training if you aren't well versed with everything. We're more than happy to get things set up for you guys to get yourself well versed with all the cool features that we have on our website and on our app. So here's our forecast for the rest of today. We have 4 different areas we're looking at here. So the first area I'm going to highlight is the newest one that I added, the Oklahoma City area. So that's going to be pretty much from far southwestern sections of Kansas all the way across the Oklahoma City area and then heading down towards southeastern Oklahoma. There's looks like to be some kind of boundary setting up near Oklahoma City. Could see a couple storms form this afternoon and into this evening. Could have maybe up to some golf ball size hail with it. Nothing crazy. I think just a couple storms might form. Gotta be something to keep an eye out for. Moving further south, could have some bigger hailstorms happening right along that Rio Grande. Maybe Del Rio, 5% chance. Could see about 2-inch hail with the strongest storms there, unless something goes really crazy. Then you could see some of that giant hail that tends to happen in western Texas when a bird seems to fart just right or something. San Antonio, 2% chance. If any of these storms do manage to meander their way over to San Antonio, could see some storms. But the way things have been trending, it looks like it's either going to stay to your west or it'll die out by the time it gets to San Antonio this evening, so I'm not thinking too much. And then we move over to the East Coast. We could see some more hail across areas by Raleigh. I have about 2% chance there, maybe a little higher. I think there's a storm. Again, I think there's a storm right now pretty close to the Raleigh area. And like what we had this morning, some isolated golf ball size hail. I think more of that's possible through the afternoon. We have another storm that's going to get to the Outer Banks in a little while as well. And finally, we have a chance for some storms down in the Florida Peninsula, where we got 2% chance all the way by the whole Miami area and all that. Storms could develop, kind of your typical Florida activity, get up to some quarter-size hail, and if we're really lucky, maybe up to the occasional golf ball. So let's say we got a whole bunch of comments coming in. Somebody saying Omaha, etc. We need hail in Eagle Pass and Laredo. Yes, Miguel. Well, fortunately for all the border towns, it is trying to hit a needle in a haystack sometimes. So Chicago area sometimes. All right, so a lot of people are asking about moving forward to other activity. Let's just get through today first, and we'll talk more about that. So you see storms right along that border again. You know, I know Miguel's asking about Eagle Pass or Laredo, Del Rio, all those. Any of those are possible with any of these storms that form in the high elevations of Mexico and then moving over into the section of Texas where those border towns do exist. The HRRR, this model is only showing a couple little showers showing up, but a couple other models were showing that activity in Oklahoma. So that's what we've been talking about. And we move further to the east, you see the storms that form along the eastern coast of Florida there. We could see a couple storms maybe near Miami or even as far north as Daytona Beach. Well, maybe not Daytona Beach, maybe as far north as Cape Canaveral. So we'll be watching that. Again, I don't think anything too crazy. And I think it shows, yeah, you can kind of see at the very top of the screen there, those storms over by Raleigh and points east with all the activity that's been ongoing already this morning. And I think a couple other storms may be going on. Okay, so tomorrow, no hail is possible. I think we're going to be pretty quiet tomorrow, and I also think we move forward in that 5-day, and it looks like tomorrow and Wednesday are looking quiet. There we go. So jumping straight ahead, past tomorrow, Wednesday, we get towards Thursday, and this is where things start to get interesting. It looks like we could have a chance for some storms possible. I think Thursday, the biggest problem could be it turns into a line of storms. This is going to be up north. I'll show you guys where in just a moment, possibly Minneapolis area. I think the best chance for hail will be when the storms first form before they turn into a line of storms that move through the Great Lakes region. Could see some golf ball size hail. High population, of course. The Great Lakes area is pretty densely populated. And then Friday is going to be the start of what looks to be a pretty extended period of very high activity. This is going to be out west in the Texas Panhandle, western Kansas. Great storm chasing country. We'll be out there for that. Maybe not the greatest in terms of population, but it's going to be the start of what looks to be quite a few days of activity. So I'm going to show you guys here for nothing on Wednesday, like I mentioned. Thursday, we could see some storms form in Minnesota, and that would turn into probably more of a wind-producing event, and then moving to the south and to the east towards the Chicago area. I think the hail chances in this are going to be pretty low as of right now, but I'm including it just in case things take a turnaround. Friday, again, this is going to be the first event for severe weather here, and then I went beyond the 5-day, I included Saturday, because I know a lot of folks will be interested in seeing this. That's your area of risk on Saturday. This could be a pretty intense, violent day. If things pan out, of course, it's almost a week out. Things are going to change quite a bit, but this is raising quite a few eyebrows, especially if you live in Oklahoma or in Texas. You're probably already seeing the local news trying to garner up that hype machine for Saturday with the chance for some storms there as well. So why is this all being hyped up? Why am I even saying this is the best pattern in quite a few years? Well, it looks like we're going into the fairly classic looking jet stream pattern. We have a big old trough in the west, we have a ridge in the southeast, and then that causes a lot of activity here. And the big thing with the next about 2 weeks or so, once we start on Thursday, Friday, and move forward for the rest of the month, it looks like we're going to be seeing low pressure systems going, constantly moving along what we call the ski jump here, and that's going to bring quite a few storm chances. So anywhere from down by Dallas, all of Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, people asking about Omaha, even up towards Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, all these areas will be at risk for some storms, very possible over the next couple of weeks. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple moderate risks from the Storm Prediction Center, maybe even a high risk if something does line up just right. There'll be probably quite a bit of storm chasing going on as well. Derek has recovered enough from his surgery to where he's excited to get ready to start doing some storm chasing multiple days in a row starting on Friday. So I see a lot of questions coming in about certain cities and everything. I'm going to look through the comments here. I know they show up on the screen, but only about 20 seconds, and I kind of forget as I'm talking. So let's thumb through. When is Minneapolis getting hail? Again, very possible. Maybe on Thursday. I wouldn't put all my chips on the table for Thursday, but is the first chance. We can get going here. Looks like Metro Atlanta. I don't know. I think Atlanta might have missed their shot at a big-time hailstorm. We're starting to move away from when Atlanta would typically see activity, and by typically I mean about a decade ago. Let's see, Tulsa checking in. How about Raleigh? Storms, yes, are still ongoing in the Raleigh area. If I go to screen capture, I bet I can show you guys some activity right now. Let's just do one of these. So there's activity right now. There is a storm off on the south western sides of the Raleigh area. So that's warned for up to, I think, $50 size hail. I'm not sure if it's actually dropping that right now since I'm not looking at it right now. So that is just what we're seeing there. Let's see. What about Orlando? Possible, just your typical Florida activity. We could see a little bit more hail that way. 2019 hail forecast, hail possible. Yeah, well, that's the weather for you. What's up with some Virginia hail anywhere in Indiana, Detroit area, Albuquerque, Denver? Yes, Denver. Well, don't worry, Colorado, you will turn on here probably once all this activity starts up in the next week. I think Denver, Cheyenne, Colorado, western Nebraska, all that will get going here. And then all that will get going here along with everywhere else across the southern and central plains. Typically, Colorado likes to join in on the fun on random days when the wind blows in the right direction up against the Rocky Mountains. June is typically your busiest month, so no fear if you don't get anything in the next week or so. Denver is what we like to call reliable. They always get a hailstorm. Virginia, again, anywhere on the East Coast. Unfortunately, with this setup, I think a lot of the East Coast is not going to see too much hail outside of when the events decide to push all the way across, and we can get something here. Just got here. What about Dallas? Dallas, don't worry. Starting Saturday, your chances will be increasing significantly for more storms. I know Dallas has been a little quiet the past few weeks, but then again, so has most places. So I know nobody from Houston seems to be on here today. They finally got their big storm last week. Let's see. Winds looking strong southwest Missouri. Asked Joel. Probably starting Saturday, maybe get moving forward. It looks like, ooh, I got a little jumpy there. Okay, that was weird. Anywhere, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all next week looks pretty strong. And then Indiana, they'll come down to warm front activity. So if storms get going maybe Saturday or Sunday along a warm front, they'll be draped over the Great Lakes region. That's your best chance of seeing some big hail. I'm in Houston, says Keith. Yeah, you're watching. I think I answered. Abilene, Texas. You could possibly see something on Friday if it moves a little further east. If not, maybe Saturday. And then moving forward, okay. All right, there's a few folks from Houston on there. I don't think Houston's going to see any activity again for the next few days. That storm you guys got on Thursday is probably going to be your best storm you're going to see this year, just being honest here. Chance of building up for San Antonio. San Antonio is possible, yes. You can see some more storms possible if you get the severe weather to fire all the way far enough south. I know sometimes it gets, with these big events, the main forcing is, Kansas and Oklahoma and northern Texas. San Antonio might be a little too far south sometimes for that to happen. So, yes, Oklahoma does need it. I think Oklahoma has a very good chance of seeing some storms once he heads towards this weekend. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. I know I've been answering a bunch of questions. Keep putting them in the comments section. If you're watching this after the fact, I'll try to check in and hopefully answer some questions later on today. We got a lot already going on, and there's only one of me, so I gotta try my best to get on top of everything. But follow us here on Facebook. As always, hit see first. We'll do live coverage of any big storms that go on. Ideally, things that are gonna be 3-star map and better. And how about Dallas? Probably Saturday is your best bet so far in the near term anyway. And you can give us a call at 855-334-4245 if you need to set up a training, you need to get used to the new website, or if you're interested in what Hailtrace has to offer, any other comments, questions, or concerns you may have. You can also email us right here or visit our website to get more details, and follow us on Instagram as well. We do post on there a little more frequently, especially when we'll be out storm chasing. We'll be posting on Instagram quite a bit more. So have a great rest of your Monday, everybody. Hopefully you're getting a little excited. It looks like we're going to be getting to the heart of storm season this year. Looks to be actually very active. This is the best looking pattern we've seen since about 2004, so fingers crossed that actually pans out for everybody here. And we'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m., just like we do every day on whatever platform you're watching from. Have a great rest of your Monday. We'll see you again tomorrow.